All right, welcome back everyone to Laurel County Fairgrounds, the TRU Ball Pro Am. Darren Christianberry, known pro. There's your leaderboard.
Yeah, these guys are going to get after it. Jimmy Lutz at a 450, Remington Boyer 444. Kyle Douglas has won a million of these things. He's at 442 along with Preston Roberson and Mr. Curtis Broadnax at a 440. There's 10 points from first to fifth. These 14 rings will be shot at and they will be hit, so we'll see who the winner is here shortly.
Nobody here, Darren, is afraid to shoot at 14s, 12s, whatever. They will shoot at it. Before we get to the action, though, we want to go back to Camp Minden to see how this division played out there. Since the known pro class came into existence in 2017, no one has ever won 3 in a row in the same season. The talent and competition in that class is extremely high. Kyle Douglas went into the Shootdown in Minden with 2 wins at 2 ASA tournaments this year, an 8-point lead, and with his sights set on the three-peat.
And our #1 qualifier, Kyle Douglas.
Douglas shot a perfect round with 3 12s and 2 10s, and it proved too much for his competitors to chase down.
Kyle went upper 12 and piped it.
Only Dane Johnson was within 10 points of Douglas for the 6th arrow, and he was an insurmountable 8 points back.
Smashed.
Conceding the victory, Johnson and Douglas each lobbied the ASA's Mike Tyrrell for the privilege of shooting the Russian boar in the eye so they could each give targets to 2 lucky kids in the audience.
Over the top of it.
They did that, and Douglas completed the first ever three-peat in the known pro class.
Yeah, that was a cool one. I talked Mike into letting me give away a target to a kid, whether I hit the eye or not, but kind of a fun little novelty there. It was just a good weekend, you know. I shot my bow pretty well all weekend, and you're always trying to win it on the course. You don't have to work as hard in here, so come in here, you know, knowing I didn't have to gun super hard at 14s. I could hit them if I needed them to. But yeah, just kind of did my job, hit a few 12s, and came away right where I needed to be.
All right, well, let's not wait any longer. Let's get to the action. Brandon Reyes is going to bring out our archers.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the competitors for the Known Pro Championship. Here are the top 5. The #5 qualifier from Social Circle, Georgia, shooting for Elite, Curtis Broadnax. The #4 qualifier from Moncure, North Carolina, shooting for Matthews, Preston Roberson. From Liberty, Utah, shooting for Matthews, our #3 qualifier, Kyle Douglas. The #2 qualifier from Sullivan, Missouri, shooting for Matthews, Remington Boyer. And the #1 qualifier from Montello, Wisconsin, shooting for Matthews, James Lutz.
Thanks, Brandon. All right, gentlemen, we want the upper 12. Make sure that your cone is to the left or the right of the T sign in front of you. Left or right of the T sign in front of you, Mr. Broadnax.
All right, Darren, so Jimmy Lutz had to shoot out of his mind today. He was not on the leaderboard yesterday.
Yeah.
Today he came in and they shot 20 targets. He shot 16 12s.
Yeah, it's dumb.
On a ridiculously hard course.
And I mean that in a good way.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've talked about it all broadcast. We talked about it earlier. The power line. It's tough. The lighting's tough. The footing's tough. The angles are tough. To stand out there and hit 16 out of 20 50-cent pieces, even though you do know the distance, it's not easy to do. Top level archery happening as we speak, and this is going to be fun to watch.
I know the course they shot today, and it was more rugged than we're used to here at London even. It was one of the new courses, and it was like Scott was messing with the footing. There were side hills, targets tucked in, behind trees. It was a tough course.
And right on.
He killed it.
Yeah, and right on cue, Jimmy steps up 12 to 49-yard coyote.
He's on a tear. He won Reading. He just took a silver medal in the World Cup, World Archery World Cup. He's just been shooting unbelievable this year, but he does not have an ASA win, and I know he wants one.
Yeah. Well, he's on his way.
All right, there he goes.
That helps right there. Two extra points on that coyote is bonus.
12 on that coyote. Now, however,
he's got some big guns right behind him.
One of, Remington Boyer's not afraid.
No,
he comes out with a 14. The next guy, Kyle Douglas, will shoot every 14.
If he has to. And he's got a good coach right there next to him, Mr. Tim Gillingham, going, go get it, Kyle, get it, Kyle.
Kyle Douglas, 442.
What did he shoot at here?
Insane.
Oh, he shot at the 14.
Yeah, of course he did.
Did he get that?
And he got it
me?
inside out.
45 yards. He could have hit a dime,
You don't want him chasing you down.
That's so awesome.
Preston Roberson.
I don't know that anybody else will 14 that target. There's one for Preston. Good shooting, fellas.
What have we seen? Three 14s and a 12 so far.
Yep. And then Curtis was shooting a 41-yard Panther, and I think he hit just a little bit low. Yeah, he's an 8 low. That's a 6-point swing when those guys hit a 14 and you shoot an 8. That's so hard to overcome.
That's one of the most difficult ones to see with that flat black paint.
Now Curtis has kind of set the stage for himself now. He came in 5th.
Yep.
He was 10 points out of the lead. He said, okay, if I want to make a move, I got to shoot 14s. He shot an 8 on the first target. There's no sense in letting up now.
No.
Go for all of them, Curtis. There's a good look at Preston. You talk about a fun-loving guy. He's from North Carolina. He's just a country boy, and he's fun to hang out with.
Yes, sir.
There's Curtis. Let's see if he's going to find that 14 on this coyote.
Curtis is our one lefty. Probably the only lefty we'll see. Oh, no, we got Joseph Goza coming up.
Joseph's a righty.
Oh, is he shooting right?
Yeah.
I thought he shot lefty. Anyway, so he probably is our only lefty.
Get after it, Curtis. Get that 14. He got it.
There he goes. 49 yards.
Smashed it. Smoked it.
Come around to Preston Roberson.
Shooting at that Black Panther. What's he going to do? Will he call upper?
Oh, he went for the 14
He said,
too.
heck with it. I'm going to try to hit it too.
Boy, I just think that 14's too hard to see.
It's so hard. I guess they feel like they have to. They know what Kyle's going to do.
Yeah.
They know what Jimmy's capable of.
Broadnax on the coyote.
All right.
14 for Curtis.
Good shot,
gets
Curtis.
the 14.
That's a good shot.
He wasted. Hit a 14 on the smallest target out there. What a man.
Next up, we come around to Jimmy. What do we got here from Jimmy?
Did he shoot at the 14?
I believe he did. And
he's got it. So he's 6 up through 2 targets.
Seriously, Scott, we need to turn those targets. Those 14
Remington go at it? No, he shot at upper 12, I believe.
Remington Boyer on.
And got it.
And got that.
12 for Remington.
Wow. This is top-level archers with rangefinders. They will hit those rings. So good.
On the mule deer.
On a mule deer. He's from Utah. Of course he's going to hit the 14. He shoots mule deer at 80 yards.
Preston just off the 14 here. For an 8. Oh, they're just hitting just a hair low.
Well, I believe we just now have a tie for second. Kyle has tracked down Remington Boyer with that 14.
Yes, he did.
And,
Kyle says, get off the stake, boys. Let me show you how to 14 this Black Panther.
now, let's see if Kyle can get this one. Everybody's missed so far. Can he get it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see what he can do here. Find your mark.
Yeah, can he see it?
2 for 2. He 14 to 45-yard leopard. He 14 to 37-yard mule deer. He's getting ready to shoot a 41-yard panther.
It's only the only obstacle I can see is if he can
doesn't have a good reference.
Yeah, he needs a good mark.
Look at him. Tim's talking to him.
The rings aren't really deep, so they're not really prominent. You can see the gray and white splotch.
That is hard.
Yeah,
to see.
if he finds a reference point, he can hit it, but it's finding that point.
What can he see? He's got good eyes.
Just under.
I think he is.
Everybody's hit that low.
Yeah, it's just. Yeah.
Yep.
It's just
same spot
too
as
hard
everybody
to
else.
see. Yeah, he missed it.
Yeah, that's huge right there. Good look at Preston. Ooh,
Oh,
smoke.
49-yard coyote, inside out 14.
All right, you guys are destroying these targets.
Announce my presence with authority.
That's so
Derek
fun to watch.
Christenberry.
That's such a good arrow.
14.
Such a good
go.
arrow. Good arrow by Curtis and Preston.
478.
So
Is
far,
Preston
that's the
Roberson.
14 ring in this shootdown.
Now, we come over to
All right,
Mr. Broadnax on the shortest target.
Let's see what he
Shibuya
did.
Wolf, 33
Oh,
yards.
yeah.
He gets
14,
it.
no
Of course.
problem.
Unbelievable.
14,
476.
I love it. Jimmy,
How
what
about Jimmy? What did he do? He's shooting that leopard.
he called upper 12.
476.
Ooh, that's close. 8 o'clock area. Yep,
Got it.
Smoked it.
Got it. Come on.
Mike's booing the 12. That's a good shot right there.
Yeah.
That's a 45-yard animal on your 12, but that's fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah, he's needs to protect his lead, but he can't play it too safe.
14
That's
for Remington.
Remington gets it. Remington's going to go to 84.
Sorry, Kyle. We bragged on you and bragged on you
Yeah,
right there.
that was
Is
just.
there a 14 on that thing?
Put the announcer's curse on him, didn't we?
They can't see or something?
Yeah, I just think that's
38
not.
on that one target. Everything
It's a
else is
tough
14.
animal.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one to see. He can hit it.
Oh yeah, you put an arrow hole in there where he's got a good reference, but I think that splotchy paint, that color variation there, they're just not certain where to aim at this thing.
Right.
Kyle and Preston tied at 476.
Real easy to lose where you are on the target.
Remington's calling upper, so if he hits a 10 here, he gained 2 points on every person that shot this target so
Right.
far. If he 12s it, he gained 4 points on everybody that shot it. I don't know that he'll shoot it to 14.
Now Kyle moves to the longest. Now Jimmy's got the mule deer.
Jimmy's going to 14 this mule deer.
He
Or
wants
he's going
to
to shoot
see.
it, I think. He's looking at the scores.
He wants to see what he needs.
That's his wife, Danelle, there with him. See if he asks her advice. Oh, he's going to wait and see what.
Yeah.
He's going to wait and see what Remington does.
Because that 14 I know is juicy, but it's also, it is what it is. Risk reward.
Yeah, if Remington shoots a 12, Jimmy will probably shoot the 12.
That's what I think.
So
Oh,
10.
10.
So now
Okay,
he'll
anything.
probably shoot the 12. Here he can gain points if he just hits a ring.
Kyle missed.
Is it
10. Okay. That's safe.
Nothing lost right there.
Nope.
Okay.
Kyle,
Number 3 guy dropped back.
Kyle hit to the right. I think he's going to get a 5 on this
he
coyote.
might. Just got away from him.
Yeah. Just, it's close, but I think it's just wide. It's right there at that turn. Yeah, I think it's just off.
Scott Parrott, tournament director down there with the flashlight. And 5. Yep, there it is.
We still have a 10.
483.
That's tough. So good at this game, too.
Yeah.
Just
Preston Roberson,
millimeters of inches.
trying to climb back within 10 points or stay within 10
Well, that looks
points.
good, Preston.
Oh boy, that does.
That looks good, Preston.
Yes, it does. Inside out.
There's what? 14.
All right.
Man, he's shooting good.
Yeah. Yeah, take the hat off.
Thank you very much.
Good look at Curtis there over his shoulder. Yeah, I think he went at the 14. Did he?
14. Curtis.
And he got it.
Wow, good shot, Curtis Broadnax.
Yeah.
See now it's 490 and 26 below.
I think we got Preston jumping up into 3rd. If I'm not mistaken.
Jimmy's 10.
We got to get our last 2 here.
10 for James.
Jimmy's 10 and Remington's 10.
First 10 of the entire shoot.
92,
Good thing. It's just a
98.
thing.
Wow.
Yeah, what was Remington's? I can't remember if it was an 8.
He was a 10.
Oh, he was a 10.
Yeah.
Okay, no, he stays.
He's going to go to 94. He's
All right.
4 points behind Jimmy.
Yeah, but Preston now, 3rd place.
Yeah, 92. He's 2 points out of second, I believe, if my math's right.
Right now, James Lutz is a
Good
498,
showing here,
32
Preston
bonus
Roberson.
rings. 4-point leader
Boom.
Remington, who has 28
Yeah.
bonus rings. In third now is Preston Roberson,
So,
492 and 27.
Curtis goes to the Muley. He's probably going to 14 that. Preston goes. Where did he go?
I think he's on the mule deer.
Sixth and final arrow.
Panther.
No, that's Curtis.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Jimmy's on the Panther. So Preston must be on the Leopard.
Remington goes to the longest one, the Coyote. Kyle is 15 points out of the lead. The last 2 arrows have really kind of sealed his fate for the weekend.
Remington going up. Oh, Jimmy's not even waiting. He's just going. I'm thinking he's aiming 12.
I would think he has to. I think he's called upper here. There's Remington shooting the Coyote. Bearing down on it. 12.
Got the 12.
Got the upper
okay.
12, yeah.
Jimmy shot. Oh, here we go. Here we got 2. We got Kyle, 14. Preston on the Leopard. Missed.
Oh, he shot
Missed
straight
wide.
right. Such a
Right.
perfect height, just right.
Darren, this leaderboard just
I
keeps
know.
shaking up. But Remington got the 12, so he's going to
All right, Remington.
stay. And I have no idea what Jimmy did. We'll find out when we get there.
12 for Remington, so he goes to 506.
506. Kyle Douglas is going to take a 14. That'll take him to
97.
7.
Kyle Douglas.
So many rings hit.
Preston hit the 5, so he'll be at 497.
That's the 12th.
I don't think he
14
caught the
ring in
8,
Shootdown.
but we'll see.
Next up, Preston Roberson.
Oh, straight right.
497.
Who's in the tie with Kyle Douglas at
And big time,
497.
Curtis Broadnax.
So Curtis moves into third with 14.
Oh,
Curtis Broadnax,
yes.
currently at 490.
504.
14
Now he
for
jumps to
Curtis
third.
Broadnax. He's
And
at
Jimmy,
504. He's definitely in that final arrow.
we're assuming he's at least
All
a
right,
10.
if James takes a 10 here, we'll have a
I have
three-man
no idea.
shoot
No
off.
idea what he's got yet.
And for James, 10 for James. All right, moves
10,
into
10.
okay.
They're struggling hitting rings on that Panther.
Let's give them all a big round of applause.
All right,
First
so
of all,
he's,
that was
wow, 2-point lead going into that 6th arrow. Jimmy
And
Lutz.
right now, James is at 508.
Yeah.
He'll be shooting last
That's
in
pretty
the
impressive.
final
There,
arrow. Remington
I don't know how many
506
14s were
on
hit,
Ah.
but it was a bunch.
It was a bunch.
bonus rings.
So, Darren, now we come to this Impala.
Kyle Douglas and Preston
No matter where they put it,
497,
it's marked good. They
and
can
will be
see
able
it
to get
good.
their arrows
I mean, and Jimmy Lutz is just sitting there waiting.
Yeah.
What do I got to hit?
And we're down to the podium. We've got 3 guys in the final arrow. Curtis Broadnax will shoot first, 504. Remington will shoot second, 506. Jimmy, 508. So Curtis has to set the stage here, and if he shoots a 14, it puts him to 518. Jimmy has to shoot a 10, which he would probably win on. No, he may not win on bonus rings. Curtis has hit a pile of them. So without knowing the bonus rings for sure, this is, I mean, anybody's game still.
Yeah, coming in, Jimmy had 29 bonus rings. Curtis had 23.
Okay, so Jimmy would be ahead of Curtis for bonus rings
He's in a
still.
bunch here. We should mention Kyle Douglas. I don't know they're going to be tied. Let's see on bonus rings here. I'm not sure if Kyle finishes 4th or Preston finishes 4th. They were 3 apart. I'm going to guess Kyle finishes 4th. And
Yeah,
Preston 5th.
Kyle would probably finish 4th.
Currently, they have that reversed. I'm guessing they accounted for bonus rings.
Did they put the clean side of the animal up, or did they put the shot side of the animal up? That'll be the key. Nope, shot side.
Here we go.
They have arrow holes to aim at.
And it is, I mean, they're shooting it. It's not quite max distance, 50 yards, because he moved them up, but it's out there.
Yeah, so the Leopard was 45 from the box.
Right.
They moved in 4 or 5 yards. and it looks like the Impala is about the same distance, so I'm going to guess it's right around 40 yards.
They can move the 2 in front of them. I think right now Curtis is more concerned about focusing on the 14
Scott
ring
Parrott
than
made a
anything else.
decision
He's
that
currently 4
there weren't going to be
points
any
behind
gimmies
James
for the
Lutz.
6th arrow.
He knows that a 10 or 12
Short.
won't
He was
do
going to
much
be. He was
other
going to
than
stretch
moving
him
into
out.
second.
Yeah.
He's got third
Every
place wrapped
time.
up.
Want to see him earn it
14
on
is
that
really
6th
his only
arrow.
positive option.
This 40 yards for these guys is not a hard shot.
Right.
Even if it misses, it's not
40
gonna cost him anything.
yards,
He'll still be in third
having to
place.
hit a 14 for thousands of dollars makes it a little bit different.
We haven't talked about that at all,
No.
Chris Bray. There's thousands of dollars on the line here.
These guys are shooting for $15,000, $18,000, $20,000 right now.
Goes big time.
Curtis says
Oh, that's so close.
maybe.
He was right in that arrow hole that was out there.
Maybe.
This is our 13th.
Can't see the other side. Oh, that's Darren.
It's got it.
There it is, 14.
It's got it.
Darren, that was a good
That was, yes.
depiction of pulling the line.
Yes, yeah. This foam's pliable. It does pull, but at the end of the day, the arrow has to touch that line.
Yeah.
It can't just stretch it and you say, okay, I got it because it moved it. No, it has to touch that line. And his arrow was clearly touching that 14 ring.
Yeah.
And you'll have the advantage of bonus range.
All right.
You hit a 14
So-
here, which is probably
Remington needs a 14. A 12 would probably tie him at 518, and then it goes to bonus rings to break that tie.
And he only had 2 more coming in. I don't know what
Yeah.
we did here, but
So the question is,
like I said, he can see it. He's going for the 14.
Yeah, I would
There's
think
no-
so
start your
too.
1 minute now.
He has to hit a 14 to put enough pressure on Jimmy to force him to go for it to try to win that.
Oh, inside out.
Gotta be. Piped it.
There we go.
So that puts him at 520.
That receives at 14 for Remington Boyer.
Piped
Pushing
it.
to 520.
All
All right,
right.
James, here's your call. 12 ring, you win. 14 ring, you win.
Okay.
10
Mike
ring,
Tyrell
you
says
lose.
Either ring.
either a
Come in
12
second.
or a 14, he wins.
Yeah, a 10 he loses. He's got to have one of the 2 rings.
I
So
think the
what
12
can
ring
he
might be
see?
your move here.
Wow.
You want the upper, correct?
Big,
Upper 12? All right, upper 12's called.
big arrow. Darren Christian Berry.
I don't know. There's not a lot of markings at the upper.
All right,
The 14 is just blistered with reference points.
He's got ridiculous vision, I can tell you that. He
Yeah.
considered taking his lens out today.
And by watching him shoot, he's been really comfortable aiming at upper. So he's probably more comfortable, more used, more familiar with that upper 12. So maybe he shoots at the 12 here.
Oh, there we go.
Smoked it.
I heard the cheers. He hasn't reacted yet. There's his wife, Danelle.
Wow.
Got it.
There we go. There's that 12
That's
again.
such a
James
hard
Preston
thing to
shoots
do
at
is
520
fight those guys
The
off.
pressure.
Remington Boyer, great comeback
You got
at
the
520
best
and
in the
30 bonus
world
rings. Curtis Broadnax
nipping at your
518 and
heels.
28 bonus rings. Great shoot down.
Wow.
So
Thank you very much.
good.
Kyle Preston, great
I know he
shooting, too.
wanted that one. He
So
wanted
good.
it.
And we will
He's
now
pretty
give you your
mild-mannered, but I
rewards
could tell
once we
he
get
wanted
the dust to settle.
He just gave us a little flex there as he walked past.
Wow.
But here he goes.
Yeah, we're going to do the
Jimmy Lutz got the headphones on there. Jimmy, clutch arrow. How does that feel? Your first ASA win of the season.
Feels good. It was a good shoot down. Everybody was shooting so good. So, no, it feels good. Had Danelle up there supporting me. It was great.
I would tend to say that you're a pretty well-rounded archer now, huh? I mean, 50 meters, you're pretty good at it. Indoors, you're pretty good at it. You just won a known pro division and fought off some beasts right there behind you. I mean, everybody was pounding 14s, and you hit it when you had to. What a great shot. What do you think about that?
I don't even remember it. I was so nervous. I didn't know if I was going to go for the 14 or 12, and I guess I went for the 12. I'm not sure.
You did. We talked about that too when you called upper 12. We were talking about how well the 14 was marked up versus what you were comfortable doing, and you shot at a lot of upper. So I said he's probably comfortable, more familiar with that upper. Maybe he shoots at that 12, and that's what you did. Made it look pretty easy. I didn't think you were nervous.
No, I was. Absolutely, I was.
Perfect. Well, Jimmy, congrats, man. Well-rounded archer. Love seeing you get that win. Great weekend, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, congratulations to Jimmy Lutz, our known pro champion here at the TRU Ball Pro Am, London, Kentucky. Folks, don't go anywhere. We're going to start judging next. Women's Pro will bring us back. We'll be right back.